In 1991, one game dropped that redefined what a video game could be. This was the year that Street Fighter II took over the arcades. Sonic the Hedgehog gave Mario some serious competition, and a certain legendary adventure quietly changed the future of gaming forever. So here are my personal top 10 video games of 1991. Quackshot was one of them games that made the Mega Drive feel more adventurous. Donald Duck, of all characters, starring in a globe-trotting, puzzle-solving platformer. It had charm, colour, and a surprising bit of depth for a game starring a cartoon duck. It might not be the most iconic game of '91, but for those who played it, it really stuck. It's easy to forget how ambitious Metroid II was. A full-scale sci-fi exploration game on the original Game Boy. It was atmospheric, eerie, and laid the groundwork for one of the greatest games of all time. The limitations of the hardware made it clunky at times, but what it achieved on such a small screen was just impressive. Another World felt like something completely different. Minimal HUD, rotoscoped animation, and storytelling without a single line of dialogue. It was cinematic before that meant anything in games. Tough as nails, yes, but unforgettable. If you played this in the early 90s, it probably left a mark. LucasArts at their peak. Monkey Island 2 took everything great about the first game and pushed it further. Sharper writing, more complex puzzles, and a signature dry humour. Point-and-click games were everywhere back then, but very few were this clever or charming. One of the most iconic British developed games of all time. Lemmings was simple to understand, maddening to master, and totally addictive. It was part puzzle game, part social experiment. How many tiny green-haired dudes can you save? And how many are you okay with losing? It defined a whole era of home computer gaming, and it was amazing. For anyone growing up in the early 90s, this was the Simpsons game. Forget Bart vs the Space Mutants, or Simpsons Wrestling, or the GTA clone. It captured the look and feel of the show perfectly, and gave us a proper co-op brawler at the same time. Loud, fast and chaotic, it was a highlight of every arcade in every single caravan park in the whole of the UK. Pure coin-eating fun. Sega's answer to Final Fight, but with style. Streets of Rage brought a gritty, urban edge to side-scrolling beat-em-ups, backed by a soundtrack that still holds up today. It was hard-hitting, polished, and perfect for two-player sessions, a genuine classic and the start of something special for Sega. Sonic wasn't just a game, it was a statement. Fast, bold, and unmistakably cool. It helped put the Mega Drive on the map and gave Sega their mascot. The level design still impresses, kind of, and that first run through Green Hill Zone remains one of gaming's most iconic openings. A genuine cultural moment. Don't play it now though, because it kind of sucks. Street Fighter II was everywhere. Arcades, chippies, corner shops. It was a game that turned competitive fighting into a proper genre. The character roster, the combo system, the precision, it all started here. You didn't just play Street Fighter II, you learned it. And for many of us, it was our first proper multiplayer obsession. Released in Japan in 1991, A Link to the Past redefined the adventure genre. It was sprawling, detailed, and endlessly innovative. The shift between light and dark worlds, the dungeon design, the music, it felt like a true journey. Even now, it stands tall as one of the most perfectly crafted games ever made. Well, that's the list. But I know some of you will have really strong opinions. What did I miss? What shouldn't be there? Drop your top picks from 1991 in the comments, and if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, give it a like and a share with someone else like your mum or your dad. Love you, bye!